Ah, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I accidentally clicked on another Twitch stream gambling to kids, Roblox, doing Roblox gambling or whatever it is. And all of the spirit, all of the love and the life just got sapped out of me the second I accidentally clicked on it. As I heard this guy's like dry, monotonous voice or monotonous voice there. I guess it's kind of the same way you would say it, but a different way. But man, Jesus, that's something. I'm glad I didn't choose to stream Roblox gambling. I have nothing against streaming Roblox. I think that's fine, but the gambling is crazy. Makes me feel like this. I don't know if yeah, this show. Yeah, I got that now. That's my favorite one. Everyone's gonna have their own favorite fiend. That's my favorite fiend. And this is specifically for bots. So I didn't get to stream yesterday, and I might have to end early at some point today, depending on circumstances of when my girlfriend gets home. But assuming she's coming home around 4, I've got at least 3 hours. Make sure all of this goes through. It doesn't look like it wants to send my messages through Caster. But yes, we're going to be continuing our multiracial city once I get this all set up. I also don't know how I don't have you as a friend already, Donnie. Strange, strange, strange. We are 2 followers away from getting affiliate status on Twitch, which means that Twitch will potentially give me $1 billion. So that's that there. Let's try that. There we go. Now we're up. So chat is working. No, I don't think they will, but it's exciting. It's exciting. You don't usually get to see that stuff so soon, you know? So I'm very appreciative. We're back again, though. Here we are. Hopefully make sure, yep, I'm not muted, because sometimes I'll leave myself muted. Back again in this beautiful bitch of a world here. I talked to a friend, S Toasty. He's shown me the way as humans, so we may potentially get them, but we don't need them yet. But right now, the one thing that might give us the biggest issue is that we have this here. We're stuck. Makes me kind of want to move, but that would also require us to like change our whole entire city around, so I don't think I want to do that. And it'll probably also cost me a bunch to do the resettle anyways. But we are just going to continue going at this pace here, storing rations away. We've got 53 days of food. That's crazy amounts of food. And they kind of showed me like what I think I was missing. So like, I think the main thing is you really want to have this up. So what we can do potentially is for everyone will have that, right? 1.5. And that shouldn't be too hard to control for now. But as we go along, we're going to have to make actual areas dedicated to, let me turn this down actually a little bit, dedicated to storing goods, keeping up with all of their warehouse needs. So ideally we'll have lots of storage, lots of like food stalls. My thing is I've really come to agree that this is the most efficient way, I think. Having a warehouse nearby seems to keep these stocked. I don't know what it is. I guess the haulers or whatever, or the other fucking loading station I was doing, it has to fill up fully to get the loading station moving, and that's a big bottleneck anyways. So these guys as warehouse workers seem to be pretty efficient. One of my main goals is to actually separate areas a little better. So we have this square area. This is all for Dundarians. But we want to potentially separate these guys, their roundness, away. What's up, Cookie? How you doing today? I think I asked you that in the Discord, but how is it going? So we're gonna potentially... I want to make... This is how their zones are gonna look. I don't want them to be fully round because I don't really care that much. But I'm going to probably do something like that, and then just copy over like this. Boom. I am very excited to play humans and potentially have them in the city, because thanks to, I fucking already forgot the name because my brain is like in 6 mode. Toasty. I've just met them. I said Fred, but I just met them. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I like that you're doing better because I'm streaming. I like streaming, so it makes me feel better to do it. Not that I'm not feeling good. I'm always feeling pretty good. But it is nice to do. Yeah, so we'll get that going there. But he showed me kind of how he's got a city of 7,000 plus, or he had 8,000 total people, but 7,000 humans. And I don't think we're gonna need half as many of that. So we're gonna try to get some humans later on when we need them for admin and stuff. And that'll be their strict job. Like, they only like admin, so we'll just give them that job. And by that point, we'll already have all the things they like. So it'll be pretty simple. Let's make sure we get some of this stone here. One thing that's been getting me pretty excited too is hitting affiliate status. The one thing, so I've been online for a long time, so like numbers don't really get me happy, like, because I've been to higher heights than just like 25, but it's the little things that are nice, you know. Like in the past I used to get like a lot of fucking numbers on Facebook and other fucking websites that are just kind of irrelevant. I want to move this, but let's move this here. But hitting that affiliate status is really nice. Makes me feel good. Because I only get to do it one time, unless I come back and do it again, but that'd be stupid. Donnie, I don't even know. Does he stream? Thing is, he is pretty nice from what I spoke to him. He seems to be just like me, like a down-to-earth gamer dude who just got lucky, you know, and he strove for success and he got it. But that's kind of what I was getting to, is like I've hit, especially on Facebook, millions of people, but those millions of people don't matter, and it's like, especially for like memes and stuff, that stuff's stupid. But that's why I always knew I could do this shit. He's streaming a mod of 6? Wow. I'm gonna hop off, guys. I gotta go watch Smithing Brit. I'm sorry. I gotta do it. Dude, that's dope. That's sweet and dope. Dope and cool. Nah, he's cool, like I said. He's a pretty chill dude. I would actually, if I watched any streams, I'd potentially watch not him. I have a strict aversion, no offense, Donnie, to watching people across the pond. I just, there's too many. I can't do it, especially when it comes to like streams. I gotta watch people who are like Canadian, I guess, is one of my most common. Most of the people I watch are Canadian, surprisingly. Oh, he's streaming that? He's doing that with you? What? That kind of gives me like slight anxiety to know that like somebody with like 1.2 million. When I saw that, that was like my first feeling when people showed me that Seth was showing that 6 thing. It was like, oh god. Like this huge wave of anxiety hit me and I was like, why is our tiny little game getting... But it is a pretty big popular game. It felt like it just shouldn't be seen. It's always been like that. That's so cool though that he's doing that. I'm happy for you guys that he's doing that with you guys. You can meet him in person after the gym. Quick, what's your max? No, I'm just kidding. I don't even know what they say anymore. I never really cared. I used to always get put off by that when people were like, what's the max weight you do? I'm like, what? I'm not interested in really caring about that, to be honest. Although I do hit some pretty decent weights. It's always about your personal gains. Do you feel happy in your personal gains, Donicus? Yeah, dude, I got so scared. But luckily, the nuclear storm passed. Yeah, no, that doesn't look good. Cancel that. And, it wasn't too bad. They have very short attention spans, which I should have known from my days hanging around meme people. The memesters. Oh, it just looked weird for the way it was being built. Exactly, is what I mean though. People will just say, what's your max though? They won't even really like... It's just like a puff out your chest kind of thing. Exactly, it's not a competition. Also, Donnie, do you have Twitch? Because you're the type of guy that likes immediate response rate. I'm gonna send you that fucking Twitch link. Hold on. Because you don't have to be subbed or nothing to fucking watch Twitch. Because I like talking to you, and you're usually like... I'll send it to you on Discord. Nah. Well, then you don't have to. But I'm doing it, though, regardless. I'm an iPad kid, though. All of the Fiend art is made on an iPad. Does that make it worse or better? Everything I've ever done. Now, I've drawn in person, but I like to use the iPad. Something about it, so crispy smooth and clean. That's good. So we've got, what is that, 60, 180. We've got 120 of these freaks. I really want to make them like tight-knit housing because truthfully, their only purpose in our society anyways is to make us stuff. And we don't really care about how their housing looks so long as they have good service access. Now that sucks. I want it to fit there, but I can put it over here. And now I want to fix the Kryptonian housing too. So what I'm going to probably do is create a road going this way. What's up, Perfect Death? You always forget. Make me forget to... You're the only one that gets sent. Yeah, Donnie was just telling me about that Spiffing Brit was doing that. What the fuck? Get off my territory, bro. Man's gotta eat. Fuck out of here. You know, like the sideshows that like used to like beat each other up on the fucking side of the street when like they both took the same corner in like New York or whatever? That's what's happening right now. But he's got millions of people and I have like 12. But the little guy, man, the little guy at the end of the day, you know. Nah, it's good for me. Because after he's done, they'll come over here. Hopefully, I mean. When 1 million people or whatever, he probably got a couple hundred. It's hard. The thing is that's really sad is like you could have 1 million subs. And you'll probably get like 20 sometimes, depending on the channel, like for viewers, like active on a stream. And some others get like hundreds or thousands, but 6 is on the radar. Those perfect. If you look at the main page for like, or the most popular games currently in city builders and strategy games, 6 is there, like right at the top. It's right there. So if people go past that and they don't play, it's because they don't know how to play it. I think Spiffing Brit would find what we're doing funny, and that's part of the reason why I do it. He seems to be, what's the term, having a laugh, you know? That's probably cringed a lot of British people, but he seems to have a laugh, you know? He doesn't seem to take things too seriously, which is why I prefer him over a lot of other people. Because if he took it like seriously and like, because I'm being facetious, obviously I don't care. I think it's great that he's playing it, but yeah, exactly. It's the new update, dude. Inclusive City is doing great. Purple Giraffe, how are you doing today? Welcome. So far, there have been 0 race riots. And I say this with a smile on my face, knowing full well that later on there will be potentially race riots. Do I have furries yet? Depends. What kind of... They're no furries. I guess the Kryptonians are kind of furry, and so are the Dundarians. They're a little furry-ish, but... No furries. I don't know if I'm allowed to have them in my city. Truthfully. I thought about having humans in Garthemis to prevent the riots. Truthfully, it might be able to do it, but the worst part is... Oh, not having. I was being sarcastic anyways, but... Yeah, no, I might actually try to definitely get humans, though. I don't know. I haven't made my mind up on, like, what I've got to do. What I've got to do. Got to do. I think because this is a different type of zone. Now, tell me why. Yeah, there we go. Let's just put... We want at least 50. It's gonna reduce the roundness throughout this area, but I have a reason. The Cantors hate Garthimi and humans, bro? the fuck did they do to... Oh wait, they killed all of them. Yeah, they're okay. 1%'s okay. If I get a Cantor in this, I would be very surprised. But truthfully, Cantors are very challenging. And what we should be doing is actually connecting them together like that. Make it look nicer. Secret Cantor City. Down to Cantor City where the girls are pretty. Or the big Chad boys are sexy, I guess. Not really. They are sexy, but it lost its luster after I had to repeat it. I would go down to Cantor City, where the boys are blue and their schlongs are heavy. That's better. And they got spaghetti in their spaghetti already. They need to forget the past and move on and look towards the future in order to have and harbor a better tomorrow. Especially in this climate, in this day and age. Don't you understand this is an inclusive city? I don't need to worry about their past bullshit, okay? We've all been through something. Now's the time to forget. Now's the time to move on. Dude, did he actually do that? I don't know if I don't even want to think I claim credit for some thought like that, but that sounds like a thing I would think of. Like a fiend thought. Like who has the biggest dick size? No, actually, no, that's more of an Ocean Man thing, actually. I don't do tier lists. I don't care. That's funny, Chungus. I think he disappeared into college world like you did. But you're still here somehow. Somehow managing to keep alive. You're making it seem like I have smart people who follow me in any capacity. And I have to ask you to stop that. You're raising the value of my local income. Like, you got a job. Purple. I don't know if I can talk about Joe Rogan and his alien beliefs. No, I haven't. Like, I don't know particularly what Joe Rogan believes about things. I think that he certainly has a lot of beliefs that he feels that he needs to share. Some of which I don't think are necessarily viewed by the public in the same light, but like the same. Pretty sure like NASA has come out and said like, oh, they're like, oh yeah, aliens. By the way, those things are fucking real, dude, and also truly scary. And everyone's like, nah, that's not real. Wait, what did I say to call you out, Perfect Death? Sorry, I call out a lot of people unintentionally. I'm a fucking asshole. I'm so sorry. Returning as an AI. Well, I wish him luck in the times to come when when I'm a freedom fighter against the AI and I'm fucking slaughtering all AI wholesale. Like fucking... So Purple, if you want like a little bit more of a, in my opinion, I'm not as educated as some of these people, but a little bit more Bravios take, it's everything is alien unless you understand it, if that makes sense. So, like, you know, there are aliens in all kinds of forms. Like a tardigrade would be an alien if you look at it from a certain light, and if you zoomed in on it and you made it big. I don't think they're those little creatures that you see in like gray movies, but like if you think about it, there's definitely a chance that there are little creatures in some fashion deep in caves or underground or whatever. It's a big world. Oh, you're talking about... I missed the Jesus part. Yeah, perfect. Oh, that sounds about right, what you're saying there. It's better for them if that's what people want to do. You find yourself comfortable with who you find yourself comfortable with, you stay to them. But personally, I've never been the type of person. If I don't really like being around a lot of people. I prefer solitary crowds, simply because, you know, certain groups, like I went to my brother's birthday party and he brought some other friends, and you know, the one thing they want to do is go party, and I'm like, me and my brother don't do that. We're not really partiers. And not to mention, he's like almost 30 now, and we've got like things to care about. And these guys are the same. It's like tech bro types like you're talking about. And one's like, oh yeah, I work for Lockheed Martin, or you know what that is? Like, he's trying to talk to me like I'm an idiot, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I have no clue what the military defense industry is in any capacity. Please enlighten me. Please enlighten my dumbass. Not if you use them the way I use them, Purple Giraffe. We are going to have fruit orchards. Don't you question my authority. Alright? Here, boy. Get out of here. Don't you come back. We're gonna have fruit orchards. And you know who's gonna work them? The dang old fucking Talapies. I almost forgot what their names were because I don't even care about them. Get out of here. There we go. So we need 16. Let's go for 140. My people are pretty happy, you know? So far so good. And then the one thing I want to do is potentially organize this better. So if their housing's through here, it's probably a good foundation right through here, yeah. Green-skinned Talapi. Yeah, they're greenskins. The thing is, what's funny is Craster made them look good looking. They used to look like freaks. Like, now they actually look surprisingly good looking. But I guess they're kind of like forest nymphs or whatever. Like, they're supposed to be like abstractly beautiful. And that's not me being like weird. That's like, they genuinely have like good features. If you look at them compared to any other race, like, let's look at a Kryptonian. Like, those guys are butt ugly. We don't even want to look at these guys, because, like, what is that? Yeah, they are all females, but I don't think it's necessarily... Like I said, it's not because they're females I think they're beautiful. If the humans are kind of, in their own way, like a beautiful race, but, like, there's no real equivalent besides, like, the Cantor that are, like, a perfect looking... The Talapis all have those perfect symmetrical faces, where Dondarians all look like they've eaten coal for their whole entire life. I don't know. I think I definitely like Tilapis, and like I said, I want to go back and try a real Tilapia city. I was building that little like curly city, but if I build a Tilapia, I like building like this. It's not to everyone's favor. I am a Tilapia. How you doing, Goon? No, I don't wanna. I don't wanna make them all slaves, Debug, because it's just against the Dundarians' wishes. If I have population as slaves. Look at that. That's a 12.0. The only thing they don't have is the majority, and that's pretty good. Purple Giraffe, I don't know if I can answer that question. Because they would do it to me. I don't really have a choice. They're gonna just do it. I think that the Tilapis will have their way with me. Let's see. How tall is an average Tilapia? She weighs 56, and if that's 56 kilograms, which I'm assuming it is, she's pretty heavy. She would fuck me up. She would absolutely demolish me. And, that's pretty sweet, to be honest. I wouldn't complain. Yeah, I think that she would, like, reach into my body and eviscerate me very quickly. Like my whole entire like liver and spleen would be like splayed out in front of them very fast, and they don't even have claws. And she'd be eating me in a fucking flash. Holy shit, that's scary. No, I don't. I mean, I think she'd follow up with the Snoo Snoo after she had eviscerated me. I don't know if it's necessarily you have to be alive for that part. I think that's just them. The Snoo Snoo is, that's just kind of them being freaky in a weird way. From my understanding. Tilapia are strange creatures. Most don't survive their first encounter with a Tilapia. That's why we have constant deaths in a city. Dude, like, that's the funniest part to me is that the 6 Discord, I also take it back, the 6 Discord is not friendly to new players anymore. They're over there bullying people. I'll talk about that in a second, but if they implemented any kind of like for example, you can't say ass. You can't say ass in Songs of 6 Discord, but you can talk about like fucking genocidal thoughts and like all kinds of horrible things. Yeah, the Tilapia are gonna really do you in, Cookie. I assume you're saying really to the Discord being bad right now. Yeah, the Discord just, I don't know, there's some people right now who I'm gonna try to bring light to it a little bit more, but hopefully they chill out when I call it out, because it's like, just people asking questions getting like fucking called bots and stuff, and it's like, they're using a translator. They can't speak English, so they use a translator. And then they told them to speak English. I feel like I said, it's more like the Tilapia eviscerate you, Goon, and then they do the deed. Is it what they do in the lore book? Oh yeah, genocide's in the lore book, that's what you're saying. So now we have a round training ground for these people. I want to make sure that they're over here. Yeah, it's unnecessary toxicity though, because it's not like the person was like, oh, give me an answer now. They literally came in and said, hello everyone, I have a problem with taxes. And they didn't understand something, and I learned from that as well, that taxes for farms come in once a year after V6.9, which I believe that they were coming in daily. They are not coming in daily. They're coming in once a year. So keep that in mind when you play. Can I make the building edges round? They are round. This part's not round, but I have in mind the idea that this shape kind of off-puts it a little bit. It's obviously a little bit not round there, so worst case scenario, I could put something in here to make it more round. Yeah, Goon. That's why I had invited Toasty to the Discord, because they seem to really understand. They're pretty chill. Oh, there's no... Well, one easy solution here would just be add one more layer here. Yeah, I've been using it. They're round. Make the diagonal tool here. If that's what you're asking for. No, Cookie, I think that it's not bad. I think that the people who are genuinely nice have either stopped talking because I have like a unique brand of like brutal niceness where I can be mean and nice at almost the same time. And it's off-putting to certain people, but certain people don't know how to respond to it, like in that sense. Like, I called them out, because like I said, they literally immediately bullied this guy and were like, telling him he's fucking a bot. And it's like, as a person who doesn't speak English, you're trying to like defend yourself from that kind of allegation, while you're also just trying to get like a stupid answer for a question which is very simple. He wanted to know why he was getting taxed once a year instead of every month or every day or whatever. One of the... Well, I'm missing you. No, in the structure options, one of the buttons would make the angles round. Is it in there? I don't think so. You can just make shapes. Yeah, Goon has it right. Like, most of the nice people left the Discord and they chose to go play by themselves, or they have their own communities, kind of like we have, where they're not interested in, like, keeping up with that. And it's fair. Wow, the fact that these guys have been living over here and not been slaughtering each other. Okay, Debug, tell me if you find what you're looking for. We need to get... I need to get archery. They're Tilapia, so they don't give a shit about noise. Sure. Yeah, 15. Wait, does it need... Oh, it does seem to need, foundation, huh? Alright, we'll do that instead. Try to take advantage of all my foundation. I don't know why the... Oh, that's just a temporary house over here, I think. Yes, most construction or refinement buildings like refineries and workshops and woodcutters make noises. Luckily for you, Kryptonians and Tilapias do not care about noise. If you check their environment, it doesn't bother them at all. Some races like Dondarians actually like noise, so it's a necessity for them, where humans and Amevians don't like it. The cone to the radius of it, I should say, is actually shown when you go to this little eye symbol. You click noise, and I don't know why I almost like stuttered, that's why. And you can see that like certain buildings provide a decent amount more. So like woodcutter's much more noisy than these guys. If you wanted to, you could build a structure in between there, and about 2 thick walls will actually negate all noise from that area around it. So you could incorporate round walls or whatever into the outside of like a building. Or, for example, you don't even need to care about the noise though as Tilapis, but if you're humans, you might want to build walls around the noise. But it's a very negligible thing. I don't really ever pay attention to it too much. Make another warehouse here. I like that the tree forest people don't mind the noise though, because if they did, I'd probably be fucking pissed off all the time playing them. It's just too much to ask if they don't like noise and they have to be around like so many different things. So this is gonna be for fruit. And we'll probably have baby makers off to here. This is a goddamn ugly building. I thought it was good when I built it, but that's an ugly ass fucking building. Probably should make a plan though. So what's the foundation? It's a good foundation in here, so we might take this out for now. Oh, I am making babies. We'll take this over here. Well, I'm not, but I have the building already. Dude, I can't wait to make the, I gotta, like, dedicate some time daily to make, like, animated GIFs, because I really want to make some for Twitch. Because when I hit that status, I think I get my own emojis, and then I can do stuff with them. And I'll probably do the hot dog shooting emoji first, because that's my only really animated emoji. But I'll need like a good amount of fiend faces. The hardest part is making an emoji that makes sense moving. Like having a moving face or something. It usually has to do with like eyes like bulging out of their head or something like that. That's like complex animation skills that you need to do that. Better than I have. Yeah, at the moment I only have the two. I have the one that like changes the way he looks at you, kind of like squints his face at you when you say something stupid. And then also the Terminator one has, I think the Discord took it away from me though. There was the Terminator one had like a light. I usually like to make, for me it's simple animation. I usually will do like something glowing or making something look a little bit different based off the lighting of it. It's a little simpler, especially because not all the details get transferred. Like when you use the emojis, they seem to be shrunk really badly on my side, and then people wonder why I have such a large setting for like text. We want to make this wider here. This is going to be a main junction for the Bretonnians. Also, we can probably... No, I'll keep that there. It looks nice. So used to building away, but now that I'm building them three wide, I don't need to build them too far away. So that immediately made this zone feel a little better. They've got their food stalls. I think the key here is to just dismantle this whole row. He's not a banana, he's a hot dog. God damn it, Fiend, he's a fucking goon. I mean, see, you got me saying my own name. He's a fucking hot dog. He's a 6-shooting hot dog. My least appreciated fucking emoji. One of my favorites. I don't know where he came from. In my head, he just appeared. Oops, I want to dismantle. If I had available what I'm talking about, I would show him, but I don't. But I do have this guy. Oh, dude, I've seen so many good games right now. Fucking the Total War Warhammer, or Total War, yeah, Warhammer 40k, and then the Medieval 3 you told me about, and just so much other stuff. Like, there's just so much game coming out that my brain can barely process the amount of games that I'm gonna have to be playing in the coming months, in the coming days, in the battles to come. Judge Holden Fiend. No, that's not Holden Fiend. That's Vance Fiend. That's Vice President Vance Fiend. Didn't you know? That's the fucking Vances. The second I saw those Vance memes, I knew that I had to make Fiend a Vance. I don't even care about politics. It's just such a funny face. It's a necessity. I can't not have that face. This needs to be widened, that's why. It's fucking hilarious. But dude, there's so many games. I don't even know if I'll be allowed or able to play. That's pissing me off, whatever. The, you know, the new Total War, Warhammer 40k, because God knows what kind of specs you're gonna need in that game. I'm hoping they make it optimized, but it's probably gonna be pretty high quality game there. Oh, South Park's version of the Vance meme is very funny. He's not actually... The thing about South Park and that I find funny to me is that we seem to take memes or references from things that people don't recognize, and then they laugh at it for a different reason altogether, which is fine. That's completely fair. But like, a lot of people misunderstand. Like, he thought it was the banana. Like, they do that a lot. Like, people don't realize that it's... That character that they're making Vance is like from a 70s show. I can't remember what it's called, like Love Boat or Love Island or something like that. And so he's kind of like this goofy play on that character. And they're just using Vance AI technology. I think they're like using AI or something to like quickly get all these faces. Maybe they're doing it on their own though, because that's not that hard to do collages. Yeah, I felt like my fucking computer started to whir when I was watching it on YouTube for sure. I don't know, like if they the thing is game design is like literally the simplest thing. Gamers want power fantasies. That's all they want. They want power fantasies. So if you can give them a power fantasy in a game, that's you've literally printed money. Congratulations, AAA devs. That's all you need to do. So like with the new Star Wars or whatever I heard people are making, it's like I don't want to see the new Star Wars unless it is literally Galactic Conquest from fucking Battlefront 2, the old one, where I get the same. Just take that mode and put it in a new game with new graphics, with single player, and shut the fuck up and do it now. I don't care. I will fucking pay you. I will pay $140. I'm not even joking. I would pay double for them to not put battle passes, not put multiplayer nonsense, not force anything. I would even enjoy the newer Star Wars content, so long as it has Galactic Conquest the old way. That's all it needs, really. Just give me that same game mode with the unlocks, and just maybe add some little bit new characters or whatever. Whatever. It could be bigger, better. But that's literally the game mode was already printed in form. And they just fucked it up. They literally tripped and fell and dropped the ball and smashed it everywhere. Yeah, like Call of Duty is the funniest example. The funniest example ever. Oh my god, I laugh so hard when I see Call of Duty fans. It's so bad, because all they have to do is make a cinematic, cool action game. And they fumble that fucking ball so hard and so vigorously. It's insane. I don't understand how you could fumble so hard. Like, yeah, exactly. The OG Battlefront, not the new one. The new one's okay. I think it's fun. I don't think it's bad. I just think that it doesn't have that same spirit of, like, remember Jedi battles or whatever with the Jedi hero clash or whatever, when you used to just everyone was a Jedi or a hero and they just fucking duked it out, and like fucking Han Solo rolls around the corner. And I've played they have that mode in the new one. Does not stand up to the way it used to feel, and I don't know what it is. It's almost like they just did something to change certain fundamental parts about it that changed it too much, when they only had to do is hit copy paste. Like they own the fucking IP. But I'm a huge Star Wars fan and Halo fan, so being like a huge Star Wars Halo fan in the modern generations makes me extremely salty and kind of sad. And I actually don't mind the new Last of Us, or whatever the fucking Jedi stuff. I can't even remember the new fucking Kylo Ren or whatever it is. It wasn't even that. It's that they like fucked up everything in general. They just didn't even let the main creator run with his story or do anything. Just fucked it up. Heroes versus villains on Mos Eisley was the epitome of that game, in my opinion. But here's a step up. Hutt's Palace, or whatever, the Jabba the Hutt's Palace. That one was dope. I really liked that. There was just a level of like intricacy in those maps. The new maps, I will give credit to. They're very good looking, but like, I think the best example would be the Naboo one, where you can literally shoot from like the center of the map and kill people's spawn points. And I'm like, what the hell? It's so annoying, dude. Like, cut that shit out. That should not be in. I don't know, Call of Duty had it right in a certain way. Like, I don't think anyone was ever butthurt when they were like, and now we're gonna take our old maps and do it again. And again, and again, and again. No one really cared. Tons of Easter eggs. I miss Easter egg gameplay. I think that it was a lot more fun back then. Oh, I hope that's rounded. Yeah, it is. Okay, good. I miss Easter eggs. Like, Battlefield ones had some good ones. I can't even remember. There's so many games. I think Morrowind comes to mind the first time when people say Easter eggs too. Like, you get some really interesting ones in that game. Far more than I could think of. Off the top of my dome. So what we'll do is dismantle this. But I'm excited, dude. If the best thing for me doing gaming, like streaming, is that seeing new games be good is like a big thumbs up. Then I can play all kinds of other games and have fun. But when I see a bunch of new games come out and they look like shit, then I get a little concerned. Oops, that's not what I want. But you can't, you know, obviously interact with that market too well. I thought they were more center. Nope, it is wrong. Yeah, well, COD never knew what they hit when they hit it, and I don't think they will ever figure that out. Just like Halo. And what's worse is, like, I think the Halo drop-off needs to be studied worse than the fucking COD one. Because where Halo is like COD is a shell. It still pumps out good amounts of stuff, but Halo is like sitting on a gold mine. And just every time they shoot an airball. Every time they release something, they're like, fucking miss. And it's so sad. It's like, I think that the saddest part about Halo is that they've locked themselves into like a lore conundrum where they don't want to fuck with Master Chief Halo, and they don't want to fuck with new stuff anymore because they're scared with new characters. And they're not creative enough to come up with anything in between. Sometimes dead's better. You ever seen Pet Cemetery? Sometimes the dead's better. Sometimes dead's left dead. I forget the guy's name, but you get the point. With his old Maine accent. Sometimes Halo 3 is just the best game you're gonna get. And you're not gonna get a higher income. Nah, you don't want to go down that road. Halo 5. Nah, you don't want to go down that road. That road. That's a bad road. Halo 5 is where you trip and fall. And like, all of the Dead by Daylight fucking monsters attack you at the same time. You break your ankle as you're running through the forest. Exactly, like 40k is like a gold mine that just can't stop flowing, but the creators don't want to like let people touch it because they're scared. And then Halo is like the opposite, where people will freak out if you touch Halo in the wrong way. I'm one of those people though. I will freak out and I will cry. You need to respect my Halo. Like, I'm gonna be in a retirement home and they're gonna be like, okay, Grandpa, I'm sorry I brought up Halo again. You don't have to bring up the fucking Fall of Reach again. You don't have to bring up Mubasa. I understand the tank battle on the fucking bridge was really cool, and I really like dual wielding fucking needlers too. Yeah, Palpatine returned. There's new bad guys. There's new monsters. There's new Halo monsters. And the joke, that the fucking funniest joke is they have the easiest one right in front of them, the Flood. The Flood is right there. Just use them. It's like a permission to print gold. Make another Flood campaign. I'll be back. What else could he be back for? A fucking Flood invasion. It's so fucking simple. It's not even funny. I don't even have to work for these guys and I can come up with something immediately. It's because they're scared to touch Flood. It's too hard. It's too much work. They're a complex character. They're difficult to create. Creative stories. Hiring actors to be interesting. Halo had like the most in-depth like voice actors system I've ever seen in history. Like, I don't think many games get close to that. If I think back, like, Halo had the best voice acting. And that's part of what made it so good. Is its voice acting, cast and crew and just everything. It was a shitstorm that created that game. Halo 2 wasn't supposed to exist like it did. Or Halo 1, I should say. Halo 2 barely should have existed. I try to avoid that stuff, Goon. Whenever I see people talk about, like, who would win, Superman or Goku? Well, Superman can throw a planet, bro, but Goku can break 2 planets. Master Chief is my hero, okay? Listen, he would save you and me. The thing about people don't understand these kinds of jokes, though, it's fucking Master Chief's core fundamental thing is luck. That's his skill. He's a lucky person. He gets luckier than the average person. He's not more skilled or more talented or more anything than any of the other Spartans. In fact, there are Spartans at every caliber, if you read the books, that are better than him in almost every other way. He is just the lucky one. That's it. He gets Cortana. He's the main character. That's it. It's like people have to find some kind of deeper meaning to, like, characters, like... And I get it. I can understand that. I try not to be too cynical, because I like my character Guts, and I like all these other things, but, like... There's a point. It's like, who would win, Guts or fucking Luffy from One Piece? Fucking Luffy, dude. Luffy can fucking extend his body over space-time, basically. And fucking capture Guts' fucking sword with his extending arms. It's just these stupid, like, Master Chief would get his ass cheeks clapped by the average basic Super Space Marine. The Space Marine would shoot a bolter and that fucking thing would explode on his armor, and the second shot would go straight through his fucking lore accurate shields, which are very small, actually not very good at all. And Master Chief's dick would explode all over the place and he'd be dead. Badly. Unfortunately. My favorite character dead. How could they do this to him? He was shot down in his prime. I think that the new Total War 40k though is going to turn 40k. Like, I saw, like, I don't know if you saw it, but when fucking that dude pulled off his helmet in the trailer, I saw like $1 trillion signs pop up in his eyes. And the Total War community, like the devs or whatever, is I forget who runs that company. They're basically just like about to walk into the bank with a $1 trillion check. Like, you think GTA 6 is about to make money? They are not even close. Total War and Warhammer 40k are going to combine their fan bases. Because most of the 40k fans, too, already play Warhammer 3. Exactly. Like, it's like One Punch Man versus a character. Of course, One Punch Man wins. He's the satire. He's the one that's gonna beat the fucking others. From my understanding, though, like, I am a Bolt Thrower fan. I like Bolt Thrower. This was just always a power fantasy from the start, and that's why they got, like, heavy metal bands to play their fucking music for, create characters and work, like, stuff, and they have these heavy metal band art style and all this stuff. It was just for, like, cool 80s kids, and then it got way out of hand. It is gonna be the thickest, most juiciest steak gaming has seen in a while. And I don't know what that says for Total War sorry, not Total War, but the Games Workshop, yeah. Because like I said, they're definitely seeing the money signs. They are definitely seeing those money signs. I saw them. All you have to do is just do it right. and it's all done from there on. I want to organize this zone to look less shitty. How would this look? Not so bad. Actually, might be able to get a janitor in here too. How the fuck does that make sense that the men in good lost and the Skaven won? What the fuck are you talking about, brother? You talking about in the lore of the game for the main, like, Realm of Chaos or whatever? Because that doesn't make any sense. Wouldn't the Warhammer... I don't understand the game anyways, but like... Wouldn't the Warhammer guys win? Because don't they become like the fucking Empire, like the Imperium of Man for fucking 40k? Honestly, like I said, I find a lot more other interesting. Like, I think Aliens, the Weyland-Yutani Corporation, is infinitely more interesting to me than 40k. I don't know why. Oh, so it's just becoming the realm of Mordheim? So is that's what... I kind of figured. So they're not established in the same world, right? Like, 40k is just a different universe, but set in Warhammer, I guess. The same style of game. I don't know. I might not understand it. Oh, he is. So God Emperor of Mankind is the lore character in Warhammer. You might agree with me, though. You're like a Blade Runner fan, man. It's just cooler. I like that version. I like that sci-fi stuff. Yeah, it's that stuff that gets me. It's the God Emperor of Mankind's Jesus, like, personality kind of is off-putting to me. They're like, he's Jesus and God, and he's also vaguely racist, by the way. Just commit to your space racism. Don't half do it, man. Actually, they full commit. I take that back. They no hold bar. It's all racism. Oh, so it's being retconned? That's strange. Hey man, that's to each their own, but I think I care more about that Warhammer 40k. The xenophobic. Who, me? I'm not. At least I try not to be. Yeah, I thought, like, yeah, because that's why it's called Warhammer, because he's the hammer guy, I guess, but that's like saying Guts is, that's why it's called Zerk, because it's got the Zerker in it, you know, he's Zerkin. Oh yeah, the Emperor of Mankind is fucking xenophobe. I mean, okay, I get it, in that kind of reality, it makes sense. Like, I'm not gonna judge the guy for his harsh views and whatnot, because it's like, what are you gonna open arms, hug the Tyranids, in the hope that they don't fucking tear you piece by piece from your fucking, like, body, dude? No, you're not doing that. Don't do that. Oh, so they're just kind of doing like what a Star Wars did, where like Luke Skywalker just throws the fucking lightsaber off the fucking, and they're saying, fuck lore, we don't give a shit about that. Master Chief is gonna rip his helmet off and fuck aliens pussy and have sex and... Dude, I think the most important part is that you need to love all Xeno babies, including the ones from Aliens. Those babies aren't not intentionally bad, okay? They are just born under the wrong circumstances. And if you and I were born under those same circumstances, I think you and I would also become evil monster babies. Well, it's the choice of, do you want to be dead or do you want to be... Because, dude, okay. This is why the power fantasy of lore of Warhammer kind of bothers me, though. It's like, do you want to be the piss poor shitty humans that can't do jack diddly? Or do you want to be the superhuman that has like fucking 30 hearts, 2 penises, they're 14 inches long, like he's got 8 lungs, his mom loves him, his stepdad doesn't beat him up. I don't want to talk about modern aliens. We're talking about the older, the cool aliens from like the back in the day aliens. Like the Alien Colonial Marines game back when we had fun playing aliens. Before it got all fucked up. No, actually, Aliens, the new game was pretty good too. The one with the space station with the daughter. You can ask away, Brown Coyote. I'm a variety streamer. But I do try to teach people 6 as well, alongside all the terrible things I say. It's like I said though. I think that the Star Wars sci-fi is much cooler too. I think, but it's like the Weyland-Yutani is just a more interesting thing, and all these like Alien versus Predator, like the older stuff, not the newer stuff. I'm gonna be one of those people. It's like I don't think I didn't watch it, so I gotta go watch it, and then maybe I can judge it. But like a 12-year-old is not gonna beat a fucking alien from another dimension or another fucking universe whose sole purpose is to kill. I'm sorry, and that's why I didn't want to watch it. Yeah, it's not even like a big issue because obviously there's no racism between the Imperium faction. They don't care what color a person is. Yeah, janitors is a big deal. You need one the second you start your city. The Alien versus Predator is a great. That's why I'm glad I brought that up because of that. I wish that it didn't scare executives so badly. Like that movie wasn't bad actually. I thought it was pretty good. It had like realistic action scenes and like when that fucking Predator slammed that alien to the fucking pillar and like starts throwing him around like WWE. My child brain was like peaking, you know. That's what you want to see. Children happy. Yeah, Goon, it is a little harder. But so far I think a lot of people are also getting it because they don't have our old school brains locking them into like this thought process. I need stone. But like I said, Star Wars is really good. Like if I could, I would play probably more Star Wars on this channel in general. Like Knights of the Old Republic's one of my favorite. The Raw era. Exactly, that's what that was. That was like when they said, alright, we need to fucking have the alien jump off the top ropes and fucking suplex the Predator. I'll ask any question, Brown. Me and Ugaduga and many others know quite a bit about the game. But for me, the best way to play is always bash your head against the game as hard as you can until you figure it out. And hopefully that doesn't cause you too much mental distress on the way. this is like my 100th city, so I really don't ever know where to help people. Mentally, at least. Oh, is that... I forgot that's what you said. There's going to be a pod racing game coming out for Star Wars. You know, the thing about pod racing is that it stresses me out and I have, like, vague nightmares of it. Oh, we're out of food. Not because of anything bad, but just because it's so fast-paced. It's scary. I hope they get it right. I wish that AAA devs would realize that it's not about the shiniest, brightest graphics. It's more about a good game. Like, did you see the Panzer Strike game that I probably didn't talk too much about it, but there's a new game called Panzer Strike that's coming out, and that's got, like, really, really good minimal graphics. But hopefully, like, it's gonna have good gameplay. Kind of like, I'm hoping for Dwarf. I want, like, Dwarf-style games more, where it's all about mechanics. Songs of Six style games. Less about their overall appearance. I don't need anti-aliasing or whatever it is. Fucking screen space reflections and stuff. Just give me some good old-fashioned gameplay already. Alright, set this to grain. I want them to export anything over a specific number, but they've seemed to prove that they don't listen to me when I tell them to do that. So I'm gonna try again, though. I need that money. I need that money. Yeah, Panzer Strike looks really, really good. If it's what it should be, I only want them to take away that little like health bar that sits on top of units. It should be like not an arcade style. Yeah, it's like Blitzkrieg or Sudden Strike. But I don't like that it has the health bars. I think they should take that away. And just have like bouncing and deflect. Like I've said in the past though, I want to really get into Muse Front, Graviteam Muse Front, but the hardest part is like, where do you even fucking start? Like, you start a mission or something and then you play by yourself. It feels like it needs, I have to get the campaigns, but there's like $150 worth of campaigns. So I never know what to do. Let's get our boys training up here. Master of Command, yeah. I've tried playing it last night, and the biggest thing for me is that it just kind of like, it feels very samey but different. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I'm forced to run that same gauntlet loop that I don't want to necessarily do. I wish that these fences would connect visually so that it doesn't bother me, but I'm gonna just have to do it anyways. We still have to set it up, man. I've personally just been too busy too, and I figure you've been busy as well. But I'm always down. Like, I kind of get the basics of it, I guess. Not that it's like too hard. It's like I said, I need like a. I misunderstand the missions, I think, a good deal. But I love the units. You know what that game would be really cool for? You know when the people do like World War II documentary styles and they use game footage for like the battles and stuff? And the only reason why I wouldn't do this is because for me personally, I hate redoing or making more documentaries or whatever. It's like everybody and their mom knows that form of history. Like they've already all researched the same history. So I'm not getting this history from anywhere unique. But I think with like a gravitine animation in the background using those characters and units, it would look really cool. An ad for the Succession project? What you talking about, Willis? Yeah, I would watch something like that because it's the units that look so cool for me. Alright, so we've got this all going. Surprisingly, everyone in our city is doing pretty good. One thing we do want to make sure though is that, yeah, as we go along, we're just birthing our own Talapis. 53 more days. We'll take this, put that there. Oh. I didn't know that's what you were calling it. The Succession project. Don't mind me, man. I'm thoroughly out of it. With my new job I've been starting and all this stuff, I've been out of it working and trying to do all this stuff too much. I can only focus on so few things, or so many things I should say. Kind of want to add this there. And we'll edit this as well. I've had some Brawl Dust, but not too many. Hapless is who I learned from, by the way, Goon. I'm not opposed to watching tutorials on games, especially if they're done properly or well. But for the most part, I haven't had... Like I said, it's just that like randomness of the game. It's mostly the visuals that I'm looking for anyways. To enjoy. Set this to 200. It's such a visually appealing game. Very much reminds me of like 6. How are we doing? We made it through. We want to probably get the stone mine going first. Biggest thing is we absolutely hate Garthemis. And our people are begrudging stone miners. Well, we might have to just do it anyways. Take that out, fix it up. I know my market well. I know who works and who doesn't, who likes what I like, I should say. That's all what I was doing before I did this stuff, was vaporwave kind of stuff. You kind of inspire me, Goon, to try to go back and make that stuff. And if I did make it, I would just give you the stuff I make for free. And not like I would charge people in the first place, but I would just like give it to you. And I'm talking like collages and like a synth style or a vaporwave style, whatever you want to call it. It's very fun. I used to like make my own custom backgrounds like that. Yeah, we have pretty good storage for food here. My biggest fear is boosting the amount of food too soon. Not keeping up with it here. Yeah, you can see we've got babies starving. I didn't think about a vaporwave fiend, but you're actually right. I could make a vaporwave themed fiend. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, we don't want to train those guys up right now. Just keep them as they are. These all babies? Why are they also all small? Oh, because I edited it. I think it killed all of them. Ooh, no, don't do that. 5%'s good. So this one seems to be the worst service, I should say. So we'll put it up to 6. We'll double the amount of potential workers. What about you? You seem to have the same problem. The hearth in. I don't know. I don't think they really care for the water, but build them something here with the intent of the Kryptonians living over here. And I do need to make them a dedicated zone. Is there tons of foundations through here? Might be a little more challenging to do that for them. This area I'd like to fix up too. So as they've got this, we're gonna make a new foyer. That there. I wonder how Spiffing Brit's little thing went. Kind of interested. I don't know if I could ever watch someone else's content on 6 though. Such a challenge. Not that it's bad, it's more so that I just don't want to see what they're doing. Influence the way I play. Get out of my stream, bulletproof kisser, you son of a bitch. Damn, he actually bored you? Am I less boring? Earning achievement. I feel like I'm more boring. But I don't know, British people aren't as exciting, as crazy as someone like me who's just, you know, constantly making weird fart noises and stuff. He's much more sophisticated than that. He is far more sophisticated than I am. He surely is drinking tea where I'm drinking a C4 performance energy boosting drink. I only say that because you're talking to me, Donnie. I have to let my British racism out when you're around. Otherwise, I would be lying to myself. He's premiering? I thought it was live. I don't know what's going on with him, man. I thought it was live. Well, if it's premiering, then that's not cool. Oh, you thought that's what it was, but it wasn't. Makes sense. He bamboozled you. How the oh, I built it extra long, that's why. Tell him you want your money back. Tell him you invested a large portion of your mother's inheritance or grandma's inheritance into his stream being an edited video and it wasn't. And maybe he'll send you some money. Now see, the thing is, people might not know this, but that's when you make money. When you have 1.2 million subs on YouTube. But he's got, well, he can still give you money. He's got big money. He has big times 6 YouTube money. So if you were to ask him and you were to say, hey, I know you make it like that, and I get some of that good 6 money. And you know, I won't bully you in your chat. He might do it. He might just follow through. I wouldn't. I never submit to the demands of a terrorist, but traditionally, he might pay off those people who are terrorizing his chat. I'm joking, anyways. So let's clear this out. Yeah, it's probably the most cliche thing to do is build the bug shape or the pill shapes, but this is a Dundarian city, so I don't wanna offend my Dundarians too much with weird shapes. They get nervous when they start to see things in like a weird shape too often. So this area looks pretty good. I want to put this little bug-shaped box building here. Clear out these buildings. Oh, that's not active. Try to make this area look better for the future. Okay. Have that one there. Have that there. Now we can dismantle these. Definitely need to get some kind of stone production going though. Surprisingly can't keep up with it. Right, how's the shape? Looks good. We could use some workers. Take some Dodarians. So this building, cotton, fabric, and I'm not even gonna put a worker there, they don't need it. Something like that. And then we can put the trees back in the front. Looks better than it did. I'm immediately liking that way better. The dong. I didn't even think about that, but it's the dong building. Some metal and furniture. Damn, look at that ration number there. We'll pop a few more workers in there and start grabbing them. What's your big malfunction here, buddy? Environmental. Should be going up. You're in your round zone. I think one thing is they don't have a speaker. Feel bad for the Kryptonians, they're not going to get to live in a very nice area. But I think the vast majority of them are going to start living along here. The worst part is this is all good foundation. So we're going to take them out of the foundation. Up here. And then have them live off to the side. Oh shit, I did not mean to build those as that. I'm trying to build trees. These guys could definitely use some of those in here. What's going on, Telepi? What's your major malfunction? They have 5.2 on their expectations. They need more benches. I can do that. I can give you guys benches. We're also gonna need a warehouse, or janitor, I should say. Because they have access to a lavatory. 29%. Maybe I'll bring that up too. And we also need some religion. Tough spot to be in here, actually. The one thing is, there's no good foundation in here, so this should be where the Kryptonians actually start moving. I'm gonna dismantle this now. Then what I'm also gonna do is take the gate. It's gonna kill all the Aurochs, but it's okay. So they're gonna flip that. Now, I want to take this building, copy it, and that's going to be for the Auroch pastures. Now we can dismantle this. We know that this is going to be 3 going down, so I'll just make it a little bit like that now. Put our hearth. And they don't have a food station in here. That's this food stall. This guy is struggling to keep up. Take that out. Let's see if we can do it that way. I don't think these guys even need to worry about that because they don't go through it as fast. Make diagonal. So this should be producing enough soon. I think that'll be easier for me. Chuck that in there. Luckily we do have all this space to work with for housing as well. Actually, probably put it right here. And then the well there. Just because visually I think it'll look better. Now, we've got the rations going. Where are they harvesting those herbs? Why can't I see the herbs? We built around them. Am I that blind? I see the fruits, I see the mushrooms, the vegetables, the green underneath there. I was sure I built it on top of this. That's very strange. Oh, I'm dumb. They're up here. So we'll have an export depot. Have them go grab them. Actually, I don't want them to be going too far because the further I have to make the radius, the worse. We want them to have the radius for this, but not this. And that's the reason why I don't want to build orc pastures in there. It's all good ground for buildings. We probably want to build them up here. Go. And then we export this. And we want it to reach a little bit more. As long as it's not reaching there, that's good. They shouldn't be able to grab anything from there. You know what I did though? I want to make that again, because I want to at least have the trees in there. Also, give you this door. So it's showing a bunch of Dundarians needing houses out there. Dang it. That sucks. Alrighty. Two-Faced Jack. 93 bug boys. Well, the fact that our whole army has equipment, should have equipment, I should say, I think we fight them. Better yet, let's make sure our boys have full equipment. Yep. There we go. They want to go? Oh, we'll go. I want to test my boys. Let me see what you got, buddy. If you man enough. Right, we got them on the way. I've got some spare knowledge. Can I use it for anything to like boost? Nah. 93 soldiers. Let's see what we can do. Our Mevians, our Cretonians, our Dundarians boys, and our Talapi bowmen. versus a bunch of stinky Garthemes. They've got flanks and spears and good armor. Let's see what we can do. So, how are we gonna set this up? Well, the spear boys, we want you to be in the front. Hold the spear line. Dundarian badasses will be on the flanks, ready to pummel. And our Talapis will kind of be off to the sides, ready to shoot. Want them to be in a decent formation. And I'm leaving space for the Dundarians to get out. Fire. They're aiming. They're gonna push the gaps if they come through. There's no way they're gonna stand up to fight me here for this battle. I don't even see them in there. The Manslayers, 29 of them. Matter of fact, go back over here and help out this group. I want to kill these guys, these bugs. I'll let our archers shoot them from behind here. Kind of hard to see what's happening, but we're encircling them here. They're gonna need help over here on these guys. That should break them. Have these guys charge. Have Have them charged too. Oops. Spread out a little bit. Get these guys to attack. See, they were all trapped in the middle there. I want the Dundarian boys to go find them and kill them all. There we go. Pretty easy battle. We got some weapons and some armor. Oh yeah, we got a bunch of money too, and then we don't need fruits in here anymore. We can put the flanks we got too. It was pretty effective. But we knew we were gonna win. The bugs never stand a chance. They never stood a chance to begin with. Oh wait, that was supposed to be leather, sorry. See how much potential space we have for Tilapis now. What the heck? Accidents. Oh. So we have 570, 540, 280, 160. Where are these guys? Currently unhoused. One thing we could do is take away. It needs to be at least 6, I believe. And then we can add that over here. Something like that. I don't know where I got 6 from. I was right on the first spot. Let's copy that. At least we have lots of bread. That's one good thing here. Lots and lots of it. Need more Dundarians. Here we go. We need some more hearts down here. God damn it. There's a shrine there. Make sure we have shrines in all their neighborhoods. So their expectations are 5.4, so that means they need another service. The easiest one would probably be getting the physician in the hospital up. What's our next tech? 1,000? We're right there, we're pretty much there. I thought these would be grown by now. What's happening? It's strange. Also, let's make sure that their work priorities, occupation. I don't want you guys making babies. Where is it? There it is. You make your own babies. I think this just needs to be extended. So what I'll do is cut that off, make it a little bigger. Put that like this. There's too many people going to this service. And then we'll take the road through here. Where was I? Oh, right here. Actually, I like having the two lanes so that they can potentially add more at a time. So we'll get that going. They also need some decoration, some lights in here. There we go. We're gonna need some more fishing boys soon. And oh wait, I thought I had started a different map, but it's not this one. Dang it. I had gotten one with ocean so that we could actually get like a large portion of workers. And workers is nothing. There we go. Set that back. I almost accidentally deleted it. That would have sucked. Then let's get another fishery going. I could do it over here. I didn't think I could. There we go. Then we set this one to go over here. We can get some more Mevians. Set this up to 90. Not too bad, not too bad. So far, so good with our city. How bad do they dislike slavery? 2.5 is pretty heavy. That's a lot of people that would be unhappy if we got that. There we go. I'm figuring out food stalls now. It's about optimally keeping the amount of workers you need here. And it seems to be doing pretty good at it. We've got money stored away, excess cotton stored away. Man, we're actually doing it. We're actually getting there. Our troops are training. Let's get these guys to train up to a little bit here. They're trained. Yep. Man, it feels good. It feels really good. The one thing I do want to get to is law. Like, options so they can actually have court. Get these people processed back to the society that they are coming from. And this one's keeping up with the food too. It only needed to take out that wood and the clothing. Now I think the biggest thing with this guy is that he's now stopping the flow of herbs into the city. They're gonna come out here, harvest them, but they're gonna stay on the ground. How much do they decay? 20% a year, that's not too bad. Now I'm not quite convinced that if I put that other herder over here is gonna be as useful. So we might not be able to. I really want Garthemes. I think that the best way to run the Garthemi would be just having humidifiers in their zone specifically. Is this disliked? Oh my god. Why make them like hard mode? I just don't want my people mining. This is gonna be tough. But it's a risk I'm willing to take for the goods here. Alright, so what I'll do is build them. I think there's space for 50 or 30. Build them some homes here. A hearth. And a well. That's all they get. Do I not have a janitor? Oh, I do right there. Ah, fucker. That's annoying. I did not mean to do that. There we go. So, Garthemi boys. Welcome to the club. You're not very welcome, but we do need you. I don't want my people doing these jobs. Your only job in our city will be to work in the mines, because that's what you're good at. Technically, they're faster than normal. They can haul faster, but I think that they have a lower than average carry rate. Oh yeah, we could also have our Mevians running the Globdian pastures. Get out here. They love it. There we go. Occupations for everyone else in the city. 0. No one work in the stone mines. We put that in there for them. Actually, we may as well get the bigger one. And then have them dig out all of this. Keep digging my stone. There shouldn't be any housing in the whole city that lets them live near each other to have Ross. I guess it just happens. Oh, okay. It's probably this right here. Or it's not. My goal is to get their own stalls and stuff set up over here for them. Because the thing is, right, they don't like them. But it's only their, majority here that matters. It doesn't seem to affect them otherwise. So if they can provide a net positive to my city, I'll take them. And these should be going up now. That's crazy. You know what it is, though? I let too many in too fast. Nothing better than breaking your own services. 5 minutes after you enter a town that's just entered, just nice enough to let you join. We'll put something like this for them for now. Just a straight city because we don't care. We're not trying to design it nicely. I need you to export Warhammers, anything over that for 355 a pop. Make me some damn money. Alright, get you guys some... Yeah. You can have a little bit of fish, but I don't really want them to eat all my stuff. Yeah, we'll give them a graveyard. Why not? How you doing, Nakayuki? How's it going? Thank you for joining me today. We might be wrapping up soon, depending on when my girlfriend comes home. I still am missing houses over here. That's craziness. How big is this? 8. So we're gonna take away 8 there. It's more important for me to have the housing set properly here. And they're still just missing. You know what it is though? I think what we should do is work priorities. You guys will work those jobs, right? We don't want you doing that. Their services. We could just boost them up a little bit. So they won't do them if they don't want to, but they'll do them if they have to. And then Darians will do the same with their services. Ideally, I want it to be like the last job they do. If they don't have to. Oh, they are dying out here to the disease. Okay. Or the cold, I should say. Go. And then these one worker here, we're gonna set them to fell the trees around here. What's your problem? We only want to get it to a point where we can make our own Garthemis, I think. A 1.02. On their services, they've got no benches or skinny dipping. Okay. Stage or speaker. And we'll give them some benches. Now, bug people are the type of people who give me the impression that they would sit in a line looking at each other. So that's what we give them. Frankly, I find the idea of a bug that wants education or entertainment offensive, but I might have to give it to them too. Wait, I changed that. What? The heck? I think they need some more guards in their zone here, yeah. Probably do that there. Nice big guard post. I think we're at the perfect spot though to call it for this part of the series, because I feel like we've done quite a lot and I want to prepare myself for the future. Might play a little bit of it offline or off stream. It'll definitely be back tomorrow sometime after 7, so later night. See you guys in the next one.